Today I will tell you about Glaucus, heir to glory and burden, a warrior of Troy and the legendary bloodline. Not everyone who comes to Troy is a citizen of it. Not everyone who holds a sword on the battlefield dreams of fame. And not everyone with the blood of heroes is allowed to choose their own destiny. This is Glaucus, one of the talented leaders of a Lycian army, a man who comes from a distant land, carrying an oath, a responsibility, and the heavy shadow of a legend in his family. Who is Glaucus? During the 10-year Trojan War, the city's allies came from all over, and among them, it is impossible not to mention the Lycian army, a powerful force from southern Asia Minor. Leading them was none other than Glaucus, a young general, revered as the flag-bearer of his people. But Glaucus was more than a warrior. He was the grandson of a legend, an immortal symbol. The glorious lineage, the descendants of Bellerophon. Bellerophon, the grandfather of Glaucus, was one of the greatest heroes of ancient Greece. He tamed Pegasus, the winged horse, and slew the Chimera, a monster with the body of a lion, the head of a goat, and the tail of a snake. Bellerophon was once revered by the gods, but then, because of his ambition to fly to Olympus, Zeus knocked him off his horse, ending his life in solitude. And now Glaucus, the descendant of that legend, was born not only with a noble title, but also with an invisible burden to live up to the glory of his ancestors. As the descendant of a symbol, Glaucus has no right to live like a normal person. His every action, every decision is scrutinized. No one cares what his dreams are, only that he must be a hero, because he was born with that blood. I did not choose to be born as the grandson of Bellerophon, but if fate has placed the sword in my hand, then I will hold it until my breath is gone. After arriving at Troy with the Lycian army, Glaucus quickly asserted himself as a warrior not to be underestimated. He was not just a leader, he was always the first to charge, the last to retreat. But behind that bronze helmet and those piercing eyes was a torn soul. With every swing of his sword, with every step, Glaucus carried within him the image of Bellerophon, his great-grandfather. In his heart, there was always an unspoken question. Am I worthy enough to be called that name? And then, fate brought him to the moment that would carve Glaucus's name into history, the meeting with Diomedes, the invincible warrior of the Greek army. As the two warriors prepared to charge, Diomedes, as a ritual, Bellerophon had to slay the Chimera, the fire-breathing monster, fight the Amazons, and defeat the infamous Salimi tribe. But he survived, protected by the gods, and he was honored by the king of Lycia, married to his daughter, and passed on the throne. My grandfather once received the purple belt from King Aeneas and handed over a golden two-handled cup. The hotel bracelet was established between the two families, and today, I, his heir, come here, not to kill you, but to fulfill the oath of my ancestors. Diomedes, the warrior who never faltered, was now surprised and moved. He could not attack a man of the same hotel blood. Instead of fighting, he made a proposal. Let us exchange armor as a token of respect and peace. But this is also the moment when tragedy was sown. Glaucus, in a moment of confusion, confused or perhaps blinded by Zeus, agreed to exchange a set of gold armor worth 100 bulls for a set of bronze armor worth only 9 bulls from Diomedes. A seemingly noble act, but full of controversy. Is that the beauty of honor, or is it the collapse of reason under the weight of tradition? Despite losing his precious armor, Glaucus still did not stop fighting. He continued to charge forward, protect his comrades, keep his oath to Troy. But then, death came. No splendor, no heroic song. In a fierce battle, Glaucus was murdered by Ajax. No god saved his life, no Pegasus carried him away. Only the cold ground, and an anonymous scream among thousands of sounds of war. Glaucus did not gain a great victory for Troy, but he fought as a man of honor and died as a warrior, with a sword still in his hand. Glaucus's name is not on the list of immortal heroes. He has no song like Achilles, no glorious courage like Hector. But in that fateful moment when he puts honor above force, Glaucus becomes a symbol of an ancient value that is fading: hospitality, loyalty, and respect for the past. Glaucus did not win the battle, did not survive, but he fought as if the whole history of his family looked down from the sky. And in death he did not collapse, but completed a harsh journey, becoming himself even though the shadow of legend always surrounded him. Glaucus, not a legend, but a man living among legends. If you like stories about forgotten characters in epics, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video so that I have the motivation to make more content like this.